Alright, my friends, how are you today? Aaron here bringing you a very dark astrological horoscope for Thursday, the 4th of February, 2021. Seems as I am entering the shadows here. How appropriate, considering the sun in Aquarius is square to the moon in the sign of Scorpio, going deep within the shadows, creating an opposition to Mars. So we have a T-square going on. Alright? And I'm out here for the next week. I'm out of the studio. I'll be on location. I'm in the very snowy and cold northwest side of Michigan. I'll be honest, this ties in here. I'm working on a very serious murder documentary right now. Alright, now the world seems to be obsessed with murder documentaries. Let me tell you firsthand, they are not fun to work on. Not one bit. As the moon goes deep into Scorpio, creating a square to the sun, an opposition to Mars, and a trine over there to Neptune in the sign of Pisces. We are focused on the things that we are obsessed about. Healthy obsessions, unhealthy obsessions. What kind of obsessions do we have that we need to bring to our awareness? Sometimes we have obsessions that are rather deep in our subconscious mind, things that we're unaware of, right? And this particular transit that's happening, the fulcrum being the sun in Aquarius, okay? This is all fixed energy, very stubborn, stiff energy that doesn't necessarily want to move, like we talked about yesterday, right? So we have the sun in the center of this T-square, and it's saying, like, look, we have to be focused on our future. What kind of future we're trying to create for ourselves? What kind of communication do we want to bring toward the community? You know, and part of it is moving forward, and something like we talked about yesterday, you know, where we're headed in this place, you know, come 2022, with Jupiter entering the sign of Pisces, about escapism, you know, and sometimes we escape the idea of mortality, okay? Try to escape the idea of mortality, that there's a finite number to these days that we have as alive, being alive on this planet, right? And this is, in a sense, preparation for the future, making sure that we have a game plan, and in making sure as well that we're a part of our community, that we're reaching out to other people. No matter what on the inside that we're dealing with that can be hard, that can be dark, that we can feel alone, that we're feeling like we're going through this stuff, feeling abandoned or confused, betrayed by chance, you know, with this Saturn square to Uranus energy, can be lost and betrayal and confused, feeling outcast. You know, it's like we are all in this together. We're alone, but we are many, right? And there's a difference between being alone and being lonely, you know? And we can be alone and not be lonely. And it's up to us when we fall into those obsessions, when we spiral down into our own little, you know, they sometimes can be you know, pity parties that we throw for ourselves. We all do them, you know, no judgment or making fun, but we all do them, you know. We feel sorry for ourselves, feel sad for ourselves. Remember that there's a bunch of people. There's a whole community. There's an entire world. Billions of people that are out here to connect with. And that's what all of this energy in Aquarius is telling us. That is the balancing point. This is where the weight is. This is where all the energy is all this community-centered focus. Okay, we're never alone. It doesn't matter what we're going through. We're going through all this change. We're going through releasing things, releasing aspects of our ego, releasing aspects of ourself, releasing physical things. You know, the J-Lo, we're throwing away our glasses in the sand. We're throwing away parts of ourselves to open up to new parts of ourselves. We're sinking deep down inside of ourselves to see what it is that we do obsess about in our own nature. What are these things that we, you know, emotionally become fixated on and can't see anything else but it, you know? So we have this beautiful energy today that says, look, this is time, it's squaring off, right? Mars says, we got to move forward. And it's like every time, you know, it's just like this little, what are those, not Zumba, Moomba, what are those little vacuum cleaners that just kind of rove around and go? Whatever they're called. You know, it's just like it's stuck, it's hitting the wall and it's backing up, and it's hitting the wall and backing up and hitting the wall and backing up and hitting the wall. It's like it doesn't realize, you know, the stuck energy, that stuck place that it just simply can't get past. It has to pivot. It has to make a turn, to make a change, and then go around the wall, right? This spot is you know, it's stuck energy. And that's what we're feeling here with this fixed energy here between Aquarius, Taurus, and Scorpio. Okay, so instead of becoming obsessed with absolutely trying to get through that wall, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen, right? We got to pivot and see, you know, which way do we turn around? You know, so find our good turning around point, my friends, and have a happy Thursday. We'll see you tomorrow.